Good afternoon and a very warm welcome. You're watching Newsroom 365. My name is Amita Wadhwa. Top of the hour, we get you the updates that are coming in from the Parliament. A day after that, with the budget that was presented by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, the opposition, which is up in arms, both outside and inside the Parliament, there has been protest, there has been witnessed. They have been calling it as the Kursi Bachao budget or a budget to save the government. The India Bloc has even urged their chief ministers not to take part in the upcoming Niti Aayog meeting on the 27th. Today, in fact, when it comes to the India Bloc that gathered outside the Parliament to stage a protest in what they have been calling it as a biased budget that only meant for the progress of two states, namely Bihar and Andhra Pradesh. First, let's take you straight to the Parliament as far as what exactly happened in both houses of Parliament where protests were staged over yesterday's budget.
So here in Parliament, in front of the Makar Dwar, the India Bloc MPs are protesting against the union budget that was tabled yesterday in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The opposition MPs claim that the budget is nothing but a political compulsion for the government, and they have failed to deliver on the promises they made to the states that are non-BJP ruled state. K.C. Venugopal, the General Secretary for Congress, says that they are not against grants being given to Bihar or Andhra Pradesh, but the way other states have been neglected as per opposition is something that they are not ready to accept.
Now, MIFT Congress has been claiming, like many other states like Maharashtra, Kerala and others, that have not been named or given any assistance by the centre in the budget. They also say that they believe that even Bihar and Andhra Pradesh may not get what they were actually promised in the budget.
The aim is to protect the government. They were giving so much hope to only to we are not against to giving the money to the states like Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. But other states also should get justice. Without giving justice to other states, they are giving only one or two states. Will have a big problem on federal system. That's why we are agitating. Niti Aayog meeting is, I think, what is the point of me having a presence in the meeting? The government is not giving justice toward the state governments where we are in opposition. We decided that our chief ministers will not attend the Niti Aayog meeting.
But there is very little for most states. The injustice, for example, in the case of Kerala, there were a few expectations, particularly in the health sector, the promise to maintain an AIIMS there and so on, all of which have not been fulfilled. So these are the kind, each state has its own issues to point to.
This is a Kursi Bachao budget, and this budget has only their government in mind rather than the nation, and we feel that it's a betrayal of the people of India, and this kind of discrimination has never happened in the budget proposals, and Nirmala Sitharaman has betrayed every part of India, and this is discriminatory towards, we want the discrimination to stop here, and this discrimination politics of BJP and particularly Mr. Modi continues. State after state, what they are due has been denied.
Meanwhile, the other allies of the India Bloc have also targeted the BJP government, asking whether the double-engine Sarkar that they speak for are only for Andhra Pradesh and Bihar.
समर्थन मूल्य किसान को न मिल करके जो अलायंस पार्टनर जो सरकार बचा रहे हैं उन्हें समर्थन मूल्य सरकार दे रही है, ये तो अखबारों में भी छपा है। तीसरा, महंगाई को लेकर के सरकार कोई ऐसा ठोस कदम नहीं उठा पाई जिससे महंगाई नियंत्रण होती। अगर कहीं आपने मिडिल क्लास को कुछ सहूलियत भी दी है तो वो अपनी महंगाई से आप वापस ले रहे हैं। बड़े सपने दिखाए थे यूपी को, क्या मिला यूपी को? डबल इंजन की सरकार, तो डबल लाभ मिलना चाहिए था, दिल्ली का लाभ, लखनऊ का लाभ, लेकिन लगता ये है कि दिल्ली अब लखनऊ की तरफ नहीं देख रही है, या लखनऊ वालों ने दिल्ली वालों को नाराज कर दिया, उसका परिणाम हमें बजट में दिखाई दे रहा है। तो डबल इंजन का क्या फायदा हुआ? बिहार जा रहा है विकास, यूपी को क्यों छोड़ रहे हैं आप?
How do you see this budget?
I don't see it. I can't see it.
Ma'am, the opposition parties are alleging that there is nothing for the non-BJP or alliance ruled states.
There is nothing for the country. Forget it, non-BJP, BJP.
Ma'am, be it Uttar Pradesh, be it Maharashtra, the parties are claiming that nothing has been...
What they have given, Bihar is all hogwash.
It's all eyewash, you are saying.
Absolutely eyewash.
महाराष्ट्र तो इनका अलायंस के साथ चल रहा स्टेट है। महाराष्ट्र में पिछले 10 साल से, जैसे मैंने कल कहा था, प्रधानमंत्री सरकार बचाओ योजना कल घोषित की है, यूनियन बजट नहीं था वो, वैसे ही प्रधानमंत्री महाराष्ट्र विरोधी योजना कल बजट में दिखाई दी। जब महाराष्ट्र 10 साल से, जब से भारतीय जनता पार्टी आई है, महाराष्ट्र को कुछ नहीं मिला है। हाईएस्ट टैक्स पेइंग स्टेट है। हर एक रुपया जो जाता है केंद्र के पास, उससे हमें सिर्फ वापस 3 पैसे से लेकर 8 पैसे तक मिलते हैं। ये शर्मनाक है कि आज तक महाराष्ट्र के हित का काम नहीं किया, और बाकी सारे राज्यों में भी, चाहे तमिलनाडु हो, केरला हो, वेस्ट बंगाल हो, सेम भेदभाव देखा गया। इसलिए हम प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
Well, even when it comes to the opposition and the protest that has been taking place, the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has cautioned the opposition. The Speaker seems to have claimed that he has received complaints from certain MPs that they were blocked entry into the Parliament complex by the opposition counterparts as they were protesting right at the entrance or the dwar of the premises. They also claimed that they were backed up also by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju, who has condemned the opposition behavior.
सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते, प्रश्नकाल नहीं चलाना चाहते, सदन में नियोजित तरीके से गतिरोध करना ठीक नहीं है। और माननीय सदस्यगणों, संसद में प्रदर्शन करते समय इस बात का ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि किसी भी माननीय सदस्य को गेट पे आने पे गतिरोध पैदा नहीं होना चाहिए। मैंने बुलाकर भी चर्चा की है और ये उचित नहीं है, मुझे कई माननीय सदस्यों ने लिखा है।
आपने जो अभी रिमार्क किया है, कई मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट ने हमको भी अप्रोच किया है कि ये जो मेन पार्लियामेंट का द्वार है,
मुझे लिख के दिया है, मकर द्वार लिख के दिया मुझे, और
आपका संज्ञान में भी आया है, मुझे भी बताया गया है। और दूसरी बात सर, आज क्वेश्चन आवर में जो हमारा ओपोजिशन एमपीज ने जो किया है वो निंदनीय है। ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में सर, ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में सारा पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के फ्लोर लीडर ने कहा हाउस अच्छा से चलना चाहिए, नियम से चाहिए, सबने कहा। फिर सदन में आकर के इस तरीके से डिस्टर्ब करना, क्वेश्चन आवर का डिस्टर्ब करना, ये ठीक नहीं है सर।
Right, Nyamika is with us right now. Nyamika, how do we understand the opposition behavior? We have seen the protests outside the parliament, we have seen the protests inside the parliament. As far as the speaker himself taking up the issue and condemning the behavior of the opposition MPs.
Well, indeed, as this was a charge which was being made by the BJP earlier, as well as the BJP is being saying that the opposition MPs are trying to disrupt the parliament proceedings, and that was being clearly seen in today's parliamentary proceedings as well, because the manner in which the opposition MPs were holding a protest both outside as well as inside the parliament, that had raised many of the questions, and not just the BJP MPs, but in fact it was the Lok Sabha Speaker, Mr. Om Birla, who had also intervened into this entire matter, and he has also mentioned that many of the MPs have made a written complaint to him that they were not being allowed to enter within the Parliament House, as they were being saying that due to the protest which was being done by the India Bloc MPs, they were not being allowed to enter within the Parliament, and that was the reason why they had made this complaint before the Speaker of Lok Sabha, Mr. Om Birla, as that complaint was also being supported by the Union Minister Kiren Rijiju, in which he has mentioned that it seems like a ploy on the part of the opposition leaders to disrupt the parliamentary proceedings, and that is the only reason why they are doing such kind of sloganeering inside the parliament premises, as we have seen that how the India Bloc leaders had done a protest at Makar Dwar of the parliament, in which they had claimed that the budget which is being presented by the central government is completely focused on two particular states which are the alliance partners of the BJP. All the allocation is being given to Andhra Pradesh and Bihar only. However, we have also seen that how a counter claim has also come on the part of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, as she has also mentioned that it is not possible from her side to mention each and every state when she was presenting the union budget, and she has also mentioned about the allocation which is being done for various projects for Maharashtra as well as West Bengal. So the manner in which the opposition parties have been making allegations against the BJP government, they are saying that many of the opposition-led states have been completely ignored by the central government while presenting this union budget, and that is the only reason why they are saying that they will continue to hold this protest, they will continue to raise all these demands, because there are many states which needs the central funds, and that is why they were raising slogans within the parliament as well.
Right, but that very response that was given by the Union Finance Minister in Parliament, Nyamika, wasn't heard by the opposition. Many of them decided to stage a walkout.
Well, indeed, as it was the leader of opposition as well who had made certain allegations against the BJP, and that was the only reason why the chairman of Rajya Sabha, Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, had also intervened into this entire matter. And later on, it was the finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, who made a statement within the Parliament House, as she has mentioned that it in fact has the central government has in fact given allocation to various projects which are related to Maharashtra. So the claim which the opposition parties are making that these states are not being mentioned in the union budget, that is not true, because the allocation has already been made. Not just Maharashtra, but she had also spoken about West Bengal by mentioning that during the cabinet meetings, various projects were being, being given by the central government.
Exactly what happened in the Rajya Sabha a short while back, as Nyamika continues to be with us, with Mallikarjun Kharge raising those allegations, saying that the states which are ruled by the opposition were left out. However, the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that she is seeing it with responsibility, that it was a deliberate attempt by the opposition led by the Congress to mislead the people.
ऐसा बजट मैं कभी नहीं देखा, और ये सिर्फ किसी को खुश करने के लिए, कुर्सी बचाने के लिए वो ये सब हुआ है। इसका हम खंडन करते हैं, और इस ढंग से बजट पेश अगर हो गया, मैं समझता हूँ कर्नाटक से आए हैं। नहीं, कर्नाटक से आए हैं सर। हमारी तो अपेक्षा ऐसी थी सबसे ज्यादा मुझे ही मिलेगा, लेकिन इतना हमको तो कुछ नहीं मिला। तो इसका तो हम खंडन करेंगे, प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे, और सारे इंडिया पार्टी अलायंस, सारे कन्याकुमारी से लेकर कश्मीर तक। नहीं, मैं बोल देता हूँ, उन्होंने तो बोलने में, माता जी बोलने में तो एक्सपर्ट है, मुझे मालूम है, तो उसीलिए
आपकी बेटी के बराबर हैं।
This is a deliberate attempt of the opposition parties led by the Congress party to give an impression to the people, oh, nothing has been given to our states, it's only been given to 2 states. I would challenge the Congress party for all the budget speeches that they've delivered, that in each of the budget speeches, have they named every state of this country? This is an outrageous allegation. This is an outrageous allegation.
जो कल बजट पेश हुआ, उस बजट में किसी स्टेट को कुछ नहीं मिला, और सबके थाली खाली, और 2 के थाली में पकोड़ा और ये अपना जिलेबी, ये 2 छोड़ के किसी को नहीं मिला कुछ। ना तमिलनाडु को मिला, ना केरला को मिला, ना कर्नाटक को मिला, ना महाराष्ट्र को मिला, ना पंजाब, ना हरियाणा, ना राजस्थान।
Well, those were the allegations that were led by the opposition in Parliament. As Nyamika continues to be with us, let's talk about another heated exchange that happened in Parliament, in Rajya Sabha in particular, between the chairman and also when it comes to the Congress MP Jairam Ramesh for his comments in Rajya Sabha. He made a controversial remark referring to Prime Minister Narendra Modi as the non-biological, drawing immediate condemnation from the Rajya Sabha chairman. He termed it as objectionable, and he cautioned him against making such derogatory remarks towards the highest constitutional authorities and positions like the Prime Minister. He further warned the Congress leader against disruptions in Parliament, urging members also to uphold the sanctity of their constitutional responsibilities.
This will not go on record. I take it not only as nuisance and disturbance, but don't create it like a street. Mr. Jairam Ramesh, you can't create like this. I take very strong objection. The honorable member first, 1 second, the honorable member first is speaking while sitting in the chair. The honorable member is speaking without getting my permission. And the honorable member is using disparaging words. Objectionable. Sorry, nothing will go on record. No, I know. Please, no. I know both of you. I appeal to the senior leadership. I appeal to the senior leadership that let us rise to the occasion and see dignity of this house is not so shattered. I appeal to all of you in the front row. Please take care of it.
But after the heated exchange of words that happened between Jairam Ramesh and the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, as far as the Congress party that has now been hitting out, claiming that he has become political in nature as far as the Vice President is concerned, and calling Vice President Dhankar's behavior towards Jairam Ramesh as painful.
We all know that Mr. Dhankar, as the Vice President of India, has always been becoming political in nature, and it's very painful to see these kind of things from the Honorable Vice President of India.
Well, let's talk about the BJP here, because it has also condemned Jairam Ramesh's statement, with the controversy evoking a response also from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister.
राज्यसभा चेयरमैन महोदय ने जो टिप्पणी दी है वो तो सबने सुना है, और हम लोग बिजनेस एडवाइजरी कमेटी में भी चर्चा करते हैं। तो अंदर में क्या चर्चा किया है मैं वो तो बाहर कुछ नहीं कहूँगा, लेकिन जो हाउस में चेयरमैन ने रिमार्क दिया है वो सबके सामने में है।
Well, Nyamika is with us right now. Nyamika, the heated exchange that happened in the Rajya Sabha, of course, as far as the Congress leader is concerned, he is often seen, or rather using such terminology against the Prime Minister on his social media accounts. But such cannot be used on the floor of the House, as it has also been pinpointed by the chairman.
Well, absolutely. The statement which is being made by Mr. Jairam Ramesh is not something new. He often refers to Mr. Prime Minister as a non-biological Prime Minister, and that is what he has said within the Parliament as well. But that is objectionable, and that is the reason why it was also being reminded by the chairman of Rajya Sabha, Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, as he has mentioned that he should also take care of such kind of statements when he speaks within the Parliament, because he needs to take care of the highest constitutional authorities and those people who are sitting at such kind of positions. He should take care of the words which is being used for their reference, and that is the only reason why he has also condemned the manner in which Mr. Jairam Ramesh has given this statement. On the other side, we have also seen that how the Congress party has reacted over this entire issue, as the Congress has mentioned that the Vice President of India, Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, is often gives such kind of political statements, which he has done in this case as well, because the manner in which he has questioned the opposition leaders, the manner in which he has questioned the opposition MP statements within the Parliament House, the Congress party has called it a political move on the part of Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, and that is what they. The BJP is also condemning the manner in which such kind of reference has been given towards Mr. Prime Minister, and that is the only reason why they are the Congress party needs to take care of the words which is being used when they are speaking about those who are at the highest constitutional authorities, as they have a kind of position, and that is the only reason why such kind of statements needs to be ignored by the Congress parties when they are speaking within the Parliament House.
Well, this was the heated exchange that was witnessed on the floor of the House in the Rajya Sabha. Thank you very much, Nyamika, for joining us with those updates.